Alright, what's going on, beautiful people? This is Jay Freedom. I'm the author of We Out, How to End Our Abusive Relationship with America. I want to jump on, make a video real quick. Let you know, in case you don't know, I have shades on. I have a vision issue, and I have extreme sensitivity to light, so all my videos, well, I just started the channel, but you guys are going to see me with shades on my videos as well. Besides, bright light, but it's cool, so why not? It's crazy. My students, I'm a teacher as well, and when I have my shades on, I let my kids put their shades on in class too to kind of stand in solidarity with me, so it's one of those things, Anyway, I created this channel to help you, provide you resources to help you escape the United States. Like, folks, a lot of us are getting tired of this foolishness. We know that we have options now, so we're starting to see an uptick in, excuse me, African Americans, chucking deuces and living their best lives, and actually achieving an American dream outside of America. So I want you to like the channel, subscribe, click the notification button so you can be notified of new videos. We'll start going live soon. We'll see what's up. But also the book links, all those things are going to be in the description as well. Also, new audiobook. The audiobook is going to be there. Amazon is going to have all that, the eBook, the audiobook, the paperback, all of those things. So check the link, check it out, tell a friend, pass it on, share the knowledge. I also want to drop a promo code link too. It's my birthday, so I'm gonna drop you a promo code as well for the audiobook. Alright, if you saw the other video, then you know I left the United States along with my spouse a little over 3 years ago, and we live in Cancun now, Cancun, Mexico. And so what I want to do is just give you like the real, what it's like living here. I mean, we're kind of older, so we're like, early mid 40s ish. So we aren't quite with the turn up like a lot of people are, the types of turn ups that's traditionally associated with Cancun. So we're usually turning down like the time that they're turning up. But we do normal stuff. We go to the bank, we go to the market, we go to breakfast, we go to lunch, we go to dinner. Eating out is a lot less expensive here, so you can actually afford to eat out, and good quality food as well. I was talking to a friend earlier today. We were talking about how when I was in the States, I had like stomach problems. I hadn't really had any problems since I've been here, and I had gone back to the States. I hadn't really had problems in the 3 years since I've been here. It took maybe about 2 or 3 months to clear my system, I guess. But I hadn't really had any stomach issues like I had at home. And we went home for about 5 weeks, May through early part of June. We were there all of May, like May 1st all the way to like the first week of June. And within a week, I started having stomach issues again. So, and I wasn't eating too crazy. I'm from Louisiana, I was getting my eat on, but I was getting like home cooked food and stuff that I can't get in Mexico, but I still had stomach issues. So, and I eat a lot of garlic. I love garlic, seasoning, stuff like that. And of course, they use a lot of that here in Mexico, but I don't have the same issues that I did before. And I've seen other travel vloggers. One lady had I think celiac disease, Crohn's. She had Crohn's. Her Crohn's doesn't really flare up in Mexico. She can, eat milk and cheese and things like that. Those types of products that she could never touch in the United States. So that's something to think about as far as the quality of life, health, and all of those things. Also, as far as everyday activity, and where we live, we picked kind of like a centralized location. Something that's walkable. I have back issues as well, so I need something that's walkable that I can walk when it's not too hot. It's hot as hell right now, so we try not to go outside. If we do, we're in. We go run our errands. Do what we need to do before noon, preferably like before 11:30, or we're definitely back inside by noon. Um, and we don't, venture out until after 6 o'clock, because it's hot. It's hot, and like with COVID, traditional places we duck off to, with air conditioning and stuff like that. I don't know. Some people cool with me. Us, we're not trying to go into the movie theater in the middle of a pandemic. People with their mask off, eating, and all of those things. So Delta, they got the COVID, they got the Delta, they got the Delta Plus. Anybody got time for that? So, being that it's my birthday and all, just being reflective and thinking about, whoa, I've survived almost 2 years of a pandemic. So yeah, I've had a lot of reflection and a lot of gratitude, uh, gratuitous thoughts today. Just thinking how grateful. I'm not super religious. I'm more spiritual, but I thank the Creator for allowing me to complete another revolution around the sun, and hopeful for many more. So, and people who've lost people during the pandemic, and just anything either COVID related or not. I'm sorry for your loss, and um, the only thing we can do is live, y'all. That's the only thing we can do. All right, make good decisions. Something else I wanted to tell y'all about. Guilt. That's something I want to talk about. So, a lot of times, and this is something I see come up a lot in a lot of the expat groups that I'm in. It's another thing too. If you're interested in trying to leave the country and try to figure out how to do it, how to find a job, what you're gonna do, all of this stuff. There are plenty of groups on Facebook. Uh, Black people are everywhere, y'all. We are literally everywhere. So literally, if you want to move to Thailand, blacks in Thailand. If you want to move to Colombia, blacks in Colombia, blacks in Argentina, blacks in Mexico. Just start digging around. Black expats, African Americans in whatever, they blacks in Russia. I mean, literally, we are everywhere. We're in Poland. We're all over Europe. We're all over the planet. So, um, it's not too difficult to find your tribe and connect with people and start networking with people, because this is something that you have to plan out. It's not something that you can just up and do. We planned for a couple of years before we got out. We researched and got serious about it about a year before we actually left. We had started looking a year before that, so it took 2 years time from concept to actual fruition. That's transitioning to independent, excuse me, location independent employment for my wife, for me to physically find a job. Well, I did it virtually, but I attended a virtual job fair that was in Mexico City. Somebody in one of the Facebook groups, I was like, yo, how do I find it? Because I wanted to move to a beach area. I wanted to move to Cancun. And I could not find a job in Cancun. I was like, I'm moving to Cancun. I'm putting it into the universe. I hadn't figured out how it was going to happen or what it did. Oh, by the way, I talk with my hands a lot, so you see me doing all of this stuff. Anyway, all the stuff I kept finding was Mexico City, and I definitely did not want to move to Mexico City. It's a beautiful place, but I'm kind of, I'm laid back. I'm from Louisiana, we move a little slower. It's like the north, we call it the Northern Caribbean, right? Because we were kind of like on the same wavelength as far as, just kind of easy breezy, just kind of chill vibe, right? So that's more my speed. Mexico City. Those of you who've been in New York, New York is a beast. LA is a beast, but think of it like in terms of like New York. Think of it as maybe like 50 New Yorks in one location. It's one of the largest cities in the world. For me, it's okay. I can do it in bits and pieces, but it's overwhelming. I'm a country girl. I like a slower pace. I like my little city stuff, but now that I'm older, like I say, we don't turn up. We turned up a little bit, but we turned up. And then we turned down and we're back home, by 8 o'clock. So, but if you're looking for that vibrant city, like it ain't for us, but for you, it might be for you. You got, like I say, you got to do your research, your due diligence, check and see what you like. All those things. We're thinking about moving to another location within Mexico in the next year or so. So it's, doing our research, checking out different locations, um, seeing what's best for us, all of those kinds of things. So just like we did our research to move to Cancun, we're going to do our research to move somewhere else within Mexico, and eventually make that move. So that's something to think about. But one of the things, and get back to this, things about is guilt. Um, I want to talk about that because, like I said, a lot of people will guilt you because you want to leave. They will guilt you if you have children. Sometimes it's your friends, it's your family, it's your children who will guilt you. And that's something that I've had this discussion with friends of mine. I've seen it discussed in different Facebook groups, different expat Facebook groups, um, and just want to encourage you. It's kind of like you say you got to shake the haters off. You got to shake. You're gonna have haters. People may try to discourage you for whatever reason. Some of it is they are projecting their fears upon you. Some of it is that they don't want to. They don't want to. They feel like they're losing you. Like they don't want to lose you. They don't. I mean, to be honest with you, like, and it's one of these things. Another thing that comes up a lot in the expat groups is that a lot of times you don't get visitors. Um, that's just one of those things. I'm okay with it because I've lived away from home most of my adult life, and I didn't really get a lot of visitors, so it wasn't like a big deal for me. Now, so I'm used to being away from home, and I'm used to not having a lot of visitors. Um, People will come here and there, but not really. Um, so that's one of the things. I used to didn't care too much about it, but some pandemic and grateful for another revolution around the sun, and thinking about all those things, and like, whoa, I've been back to the United States like 3 times since the pandemic started, since March of 2020. So it's like if I can travel in a pandemic, other people can travel in the pandemic too. So and I'm high risk, by the way. So, but that's one of those things. So, my wife and I, we talk about this. We have 2 adult daughters, and you know, she felt guilt um, for leaving, so to speak, even though they were, they are adults and have families, or one has a family of her own, and the other one is, doing young adult things and living her life. But as a mother, and I don't have any children of my own, so I can't say that I can relate to that. Like I said, and she's never lived away from home before either, so that may be something as well that some of you guys are grappling with as you think about transitioning out of the United States and moving into your retirement time, and you're just sick of the United States and just are ready to go, but you're scared to leave for whatever reason, and that's normal. I highly, highly, highly suggest that you connect with other expats in social media groups. There are other people. There's my friend. She moved from Palo Alto, somewhere in California, and she's in Playa del Carmen now. And boom, she hit the ground running. She's like set up this whole grown and sexy, like over 50 groups. So you got people my age, early mid 40s. You got 50s. You got 60s. I think they might have a 70-year-old in the crew too. But there are groups of people of different age groups that get together and barbecue on the roof and go to coffee and Starbucks and have breakfast, lunch, or whatever. Just kind of hang out, go to the beach, all of those things. So there's a more of a sense of community, so to speak, to kind of give you an idea of, I guess, other people who have gone through and are going through what you are dealing with as far as trying to plan your transition out. So that's normal. And also, you have to think of it too as a grieving process, because once you leave, you get in that mind frame, the mindset that you want to leave. You're going to start, almost like, if you lose uh, a loved one, where it's almost like, if you've ever broken up with somebody, it's more of that feeling versus like a death grief type of loss. But if you've broken up with somebody, whether it was a mutual decision to part, or something happened and you had to just break it off. But it's one of those things where it's a gradual process of one healing from the trauma, um, that you experience, especially if it was a bad relationship or an abusive relationship. You are healing from the trauma that you experienced. And once you heal from that, you get clarity. Or once you start, taking taking the time to, uh, yeah, that's to heal from it. You start getting that clarity, and that's what happens oftentimes when people leave um, the United States. But that feeling of guilt that you're probably feeling, it's gonna be there. You're gonna have people, and it's different stages. Just like the phases of grief have like different stages. You're gonna have the same things. Denial, bargaining, acceptance. All of these things dealing with your friends and your family members. Um, and so that's something as well. Um, Also, too, another thing to talk about is that um, you know there is a tremendous backup at the State Department for passports. It's running like 4 months now, I think. I checked it maybe a week or so ago, and they were saying like 16 weeks or something like that. 18 weeks. That's what, four and a half. That's it's a long time. Um, if you want to blacks it, um, and if you want your friends and family to visit you, please, 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 please try to encourage them to start the process of getting a passport. If you want to leave the country, Mexico, Canada are a lot easier. Depends on where you're going. You can get the passport card, but if you're flying in, if you're on land and only within the border zone, but if you're flying in, you're going to need a full-blown passport book, and this is what's taking a very long time. I think the other ones are taking a long time too, but so don't try to take a shortcut. Save a couple of dollars. Talk about, oh, I'm gonna get my passport card, and you're gonna be looking crazy. Basically, people gonna be looking crazy too, because they're not gonna be able to come see you. So just kind of encourage them to go ahead and do that. If they be like, oh, I don't have the money, I don't have the money. Look, y'all buying them wigs, y'all buying them clothes and them purses, all of that stuff. I know it's back to school time, so I know it's still kind of tight right now. Everything with pandemic and everything, it's always tight back to school time. I get that, but if you can find the money to go get your hair and nails done, literally that's like, especially if you getting like a wig or like a full enclosure or whatever. I think that's what's kind of, I don't know. You see what I got? I'm out here, right? I got a fade. It's almost time for me to go get it faded out again. Um, but basically, the cost of one wig, you can get like a passport and a plane ticket. If a good wig, if you're not getting one of those ratty looking wigs, but like a real wig, like one of the proper wigs, a proper enclosure, like when it looks real with the part and the little baby hairs and stuff, like, yeah, that's a passport. Real talk. You add that up, plus the cost of getting your nails and feet done, want a purse or, shoes to match an outfit or whatever, you know, that's a passport. So, so like I said, a passport and a ticket, and depending on where you're going, and how you try to spend, you try to ball on a budget, or if you try to be mindful of that. If you go into a country with a lower cost of living and you stay away from the tourist traps, then you can feasibly do a trip for $500 or less. If you don't wait till the last minute to get your ticket, go ahead and get your passport early on. It's gonna be like 100 or something to do that. And then book your tickets early. Just wait till it pipes down. Um, this is hurricane season, so you know a lot of places, especially like in the Caribbean. Guess what? That's when you find them lower price tickets. Just make sure you get the insurance on it. Travel hack. Anywho, um, so yeah, that's what I wanted to jump on and holler at y'all about today. So chime in. If you got any questions? You got any comments? Let me know. Are you grappling with guilt? What kind of things have people been saying to you? Like, oh, are you gonna leave them kids like that? You know, the kids are like 40. They're my age, like 43, 44. You know, you're like, wait a minute, kids, they married, got kids, family, they own. What you mean leaving kids? You know, so it's like one of them things. You know, so leave a message in the comments. Answer it out to you, and also I will leave for the first comment. I will leave a promo code for a free copy of my audiobook on Audible. So the link for Amazon for my book, everything is on there. The ebook, the paperback, and the audiobook as well. So the first person that comments on there, yo, I'm gonna send you once I see the comment, I'm gonna send you a message. Hey, or leave me your email address, or I'm gonna put my email address up there for you. Don't put your email address up, yeah. And I'm gonna put my email address up there as well. And then you can email me, and then I'll send you the link for the promo code. Don't put your email, because they got crazy people out there. I don't want nobody emailing you talking crazy and all of this stuff, because people talking crazy. People hating on black folks leaving the United States, living their best life outside the country and all of that kind of stuff. So I want to kind of look out for your privacy on that as well, so that's not exposed. So send me that email. I'm going to post my email address to the first person who responds, leaves a comment in the comment section. And I'm going to give you a free copy of my audiobook. That's my birthday present for my birthday to you. So, and I think that's it, y'all. I hope y'all have a good Saturday. Today is Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to try to get better about, like, recording stuff when I go out. I just be trying to chill, man. I don't be trying to be doing all of that stuff. I'm low-key, yo. I know people been asking me, blowing me up, like, yo, put this on there. What y'all, I want to see what y'all do all day. I want to come here, man. First of all, I ain't gonna walk all around my house because security. I'm paranoid like that. But also, I just be chilling. I just be trying to live my life. I don't be having time to word. I can't explain it to you. Just come see, bro. Come see. It's like the dirty little secret. Like I want to tell as many people as I want. I want to spread the gospel. I want to spread the good news of living your best life, right? Like stuff that you cannot do in the United States, you can do that here. It's plenty of other places you can do that as well, all over Asia, all over Latin America, man. I'm telling you, if you're spending $1,000 a month on rent, on just housing alone, man, you're gonna live good. You're gonna live real good. And once you learn the language and learn how to negotiate and finagle with them in their own language, and once they get to know you and trust you and stuff, then you're gonna start getting the local rate. So that money's gonna stretch even further. So that's one of the things too. So I'm gonna hit another video at a later time about generating income. Right now, it's all probably be all good unless the U.S. dollar collapses. But one of the things to do is to generate income in U.S. dollars, but live for the low in another country. You avoid a couple of things. You have this new thing, digital nomads and stuff. Just, there's a lot of stuff on there. If you go online, go on YouTube, just like you find this channel, there's other stuff. Stephanie Perry, she does house sitting. She avoids housing costs when traveling by doing house sits. She's done house sits all over the world. So boom. Some of them include, she can, once you start going down the wormhole in her channel, she can give you the intricate details. She also has like a house sitting school. She teaches you how to do all of these things. So there's other digital nomads as well. that are out there that you can look around and, you know, kind of see, pick up pointers, tips, and all of those things. So let me know. And another thing, if you want a one-on-one consultation, I'm going to leave my email address is going to be there. Send me an email to that email address requesting a consultation, and I'll send you the link with the calendar so you can book your appointment for a one-on-one consultation. I'll go over things with you from my research, where I can things to ask, questions to think about, talk to you about residency, all of these types of things, as far as trying to transition. My area is Mexico. I can't really help you with other, I can give you, like, I have information on Mexico, but the same principles apply for that. But if you're looking specifically for Mexico, I can help you more with that. And I will also send you a copy of my ebook for free $3.99 with your consultation. So, all right, that's it, folks. Enjoy Saturday. Peace and blessings. We out.